Narrative inquiry is a valuable investigative technique in qualitative research. Narrative inquiry and storytelling offer us a different way of knowing, of investigating the lived experiences of individuals, and of exploring subjectivity. Narrative knowledge is created and constructed through the stories of lived experience and sense-making, the meanings people afford to them, and therefore offers valuable insight into the complexity of human lives, cultures, and behaviors. It allows us to capture the rich data within stories, including, for example, giving insight into feelings, beliefs, images, and time. It also takes account of the relationship between individual experience and the wider social and cultural context. Crucially, it also involves collaborative inquiry and co-construction of meaning between participants and the researchers. Narrative inquiry focuses not only on individuals' experience but also on the social, cultural, and institutional narratives within which individuals' experiences are constituted, shaped, expressed, and enacted. Based on the opinion of Clendenin and Rosick, 2007. Unlike more traditional methods, narrative inquiry successfully captures personal and human dimensions that cannot be quantified into dry facts and numerical data. In this definitive guide, John Clendenin and Michael Connolly draw from more than 20 years of field experience to show how narrative inquiry can be used in educational and social science research, tracing the origins of narrative inquiry in the social sciences. They offer new and practical ideas for conducting fieldwork, composing field notes, and conveying research results. Throughout the book, stories and examples reveal a wide range of narrative methods, engaging and easy to read. Narrative inquiry is a practical research from experts who have long pioneered the use of narrative in qualitative research. Examples of narrative inquiry in qualitative research include, for instance, stories, interviews, life histories, journals, photographs, and other artifacts. Records the experiences of an individual or small group, revealing the lived experience or particular perspective of that individual, usually primarily through interview, which is then recorded and ordered into a chronological narrative. Elicit and analyze stories in order to understand people, cultures, and societies. Narrative inquiry emerged from social constructionism and the narrative turn, which attune narrative researchers to the importance of story and the belief that people's lives are forged through stories. There is no rule for the sample size for a narrative inquiry study. For a dissertation, the normal sample size is between 6 until 7 participants. Narrative inquiry is a form of qualitative research in which the stories themselves become the raw data. This approach has been used in many disciplines to learn more about the culture, historical experiences, identity, and lifestyle. The purpose of narrative inquiry is to reveal the meanings of the individual experiences as opposed to objective, decontextualized truths. Narrative inquiry uses stories to understand social patterns, stories from the participants and stories created by researchers from information they gather from participants are at the heart of narrative inquiry. Life history and biography research is sometimes categorized as narrative inquiry.